Ocasio Cortez overshadows congressional insiders with outsider tactics politics. This week her target one of them was campaign finance. Seated at a big left by Friday afternoon, she was getting invited to watch the Grammys with Chrissy Teigen, who called her my. The episodes capped a week that started with Ocasio Cortez being photographed striding into the House chamber for the State of the Union, wearing a white cape that appeared to awe a group of starstruck young men. She then, her first major legislative proposal, alongside Sr. Ed Markey amassed. While the fate of the Green New Deal remains a long way off, Ocasio Cortez has consistently defied critics from both parties who at times seem to be tripping over each other to question her tactics, especially her aggressive use of social media. Ocasio Cortez. It's a long way from November, where young activists from the Sunrise Movement gathered to agitate for urgent climate action. Republic. Jamie Raskin, I. Pelosi's relationship with Ocasio Cortez has, to date, been mutually beneficial. Ocasio Cortez turned down the offer, citing the time she needed to manage her other assignments. Their relationship, asked on Thursday about Pelosi's description, in a Political report, of the Green New Deal as they no. Even as her profile and influence rises, Ocasio Cortez operates much as she did on the campaign trail. During a visit to the What? Republic, Brenda Lawrence said, "It's every
raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up.